Redefining diversity, competence, integrity, and work ethic through one location, one phone call. Introducing Signature Hill.
Hi, I'm Attorney Angelo Pepa. This is a presentation of the Teaching Division of Informed Opinion, a division of Signature Hill from Signature Hill Independent Substance Abuse Network. We have the latest breaking news in substance abuse and want to share it. Through our on and offline communication, administration, and documentation infrastructures, we put all the pieces together and teach and share information and connect and maintain connections to facilitate the working together of patients and families, attorneys, addiction physicians, psychologists, counselors, healthcare providers, academic communities, including the local courthouse and local hospitals, schools, and colleges. We know the most motivated patients and clients have legal problems: criminal, employment, professional, discipline, domestic relationships, college, school discipline, to name but a few. To that end, we have developed a well-organized process for getting the most motivated patients and clients, with at least 2 on and offline computer laboratories in several of the 24 rooms in the Signature Hill Mansion. We search for, find, and mail valuable information with laser precision at exactly the right time when the patient-client wants help the most. We connect Signature Hill team experts to the most motivated patients. Also, Signature Hill mobile on and offline assessments quickly assess each of them and provides multiple discipline findings, professionalized treatment and legal recommendations, and diversified expert opinions to anyone that is necessary. Because we have been registering and working with and teaching with some of the most gifted, academically and geographically diversified professional experts for years, and have assembled a team drawing upon hundreds of years of professional experience and professional licenses, our assessments and our teaching classes in substance abuse are second to none. Signature Hill mobile assessments can be relied upon by courts, adult probation, attorneys, and all treatment providers as to the risk to the community and the suitability of treatment options, and can also be used by multiple academically and geographically diversified professionals, the family, and everyone else involved in the team setting for interchangeable, short, immediate, intermediate, and long-range goals and evidence-based compliance verification, which is vitally important in the court system. Signature Hill is very proud to be home of the Signature Hill Behavioral Modification Institute, where behavioral modification is connected to the law. A great many behavioral modification terms are now finding their way into binding legal documents in lieu of, or as an adjunct to, punishment for real change in acceptable conduct. In connecting the behavioral experts to Signature Hill, they are also connecting to the entire range of pharmacotherapy. The behavioralistic programmatic search for and treatment of the underlying root cause is now more than ever a must in dealing with the medicinal interventions. Signature Hill connects behavioral medicine to the law and other treatment strategies, which is vitally important. Signature Hill is most proud of the Signature Hill Trilogy class, where properly motivated and properly assessed patients and customers are connected to 1. Breathtaking new developments in pharmacotherapy, 2. Holistic search for and treatment of the underlying root cause, and 3. The law. On October 12, 2011, the FDA approved a once-per-month non-addicting injection which, when coupled with a treatment program, has been demonstrated to eliminate most, if not all, of the cravings and otherwise prevent the alcoholic or addict from relapse. Talk about breaking news. This is not a once in a lifetime. This is a once in everyone's lifetime, once in history breakthrough. Significant numbers of people who are incarcerated are in jail because of substance abuse, are low risk to society, and would likely respond to this treatment. With proper assessment to sort out low-risk health cases from dangerous criminal cases, and next, connecting, one, the law and its most motivated patients to, number two, this pharmacotherapy, and three, a holistic treatment program, we now know we can wage and win many battles, and thus the war on drugs at the demand level. This is not theory. We've been doing this since 2003, and every day, more and more courts recognize the life-changing potential of the law and behavioral and pharmacological medicine working together in unison. Informed opinion CLE classes of Signature Hill is also the vital neutral connecting point between and among all the various treatment strategies. Compounding our national substance abuse problem in an amazing way is the fact that many addicts and alcoholics are legal. Example, drinking and not driving. Expansion, it's only a matter of time till someone will drink and drive. Number two, many addicts are hopelessly stuck on legal methadone, stuck on legal Suboxone, or stuck on legal pain management. Signature Hill teaches and seeks to get support of all other treatment providers, the local hospitals, the local courthouses, and legislatures to facilitate a working together and an exchanging of information so that total abstinence potentials of this type of pharmacotherapy, such as Vivitrol, can and should be at least offered as a menu timeline item for other treatment physicians in addiction therapies. A final concept and words of caution and miscellaneous issues on treatment. Just like a three-legged footstool is worthless if it has a missing leg, this program, this trilogy works best when all three disciplines work together and at the same time.
Although a person facing an addiction, health, and/or criminal problem, as well as other problems at the same time, would appear to be in the midst of the perfect storm, that time-sensitive early intervention opportunity can and almost always does form the basis of a perfect solution. Imagine taking the negative from the legal and health problems and lifting the addict out of harm's way, using the negative energies and power of both systems to create the perfect solution, a perfect environment for long-term recovery.
Also, no shot is a miracle drug, and although this medicine is very effective, it cannot and must not be used without a treatment program designed to search for and treat the underlying root cause. Much the same way one should not apply oil-based paint to wet wood, we should never try to medicate over unresolved emotional mental issues. When the wet wood eventually dries, which it certainly will, the contracting wood will conflict with and crack the inflexible, already hard, dried paint. The result is much worse than if no paint had been added at all, as if the patient were not treated at all. Signature Hill Independent Substance Abuse Network can no longer accept direct referrals for customers. Years ago, because we had no treatment providers who were doing this, we were forced to take customers and do it ourselves. Now, we refer out most of these cases to an independent licensee of this trilogy approach and are primarily looking now to teach, share, connect, support, and assess. Pharmacotherapy should always be used when and if an alcohol monitoring bracelet is ever used. Alcohol deprivation syndrome makes it almost certain that an alcohol monitoring bracelet defendant will drink as soon as the bracelet is removed. We believe the pharmacotherapy medicinal blockade is a must at this transition time, or at least the patient should be assessed to determine the likelihood of such a condition. Graphic 15 indicates again that we put all those pieces together. In closing, I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen and remind you that each and every day, more and more low-risk fellow citizens in our free society who would most likely respond to treatment are instead injuring others, being labeled criminals, going to jail or dying, not working, not paying withholding tax, costing our taxpayers a fortune in criminal proceedings and housing for them and their entire families, while we mindlessly apply a failed war on drugs at the supply level mantra instead of embracing and connecting to one, the latest USA private enterprise breakthrough pharmacotherapy, and two, holistic treatment, and three, the law, and thereby fighting and winning the war on drugs at the demand level. All my friends and family know I love history and join the many people who have been fascinated with the tragic Titanic disaster. It teaches me a valuable lesson. As that drama was playing out on the deck of the largest moving man-made object on the face of the earth at the time, at the same time, a different drama was taking place on the decks of two other ships. The Californian, 5 to 8 miles away, and the Carpathia, 58 miles away from the Titanic, respectively. Both vessels had picked up the midnight distress signals from the Titanic. Both captains of both ships were informed within minutes of the 12 a.m. call and within minutes of each other. Captain Arthur Rostrom of the Carpathia, despite poor navigational directions and with no thought for personal safety, immediately turned the ship around and pushed his men and the boilers to the breaking point at full speed through the very same dangerous waters of the North Atlantic. The Carpathia arrived at 4 a.m. The Titanic was gone by then. Although the Carpathia was able to save only approximately 700 people and 1,500 drowned, Captain Arthur Rostrom knew in his heart that he did save the world for over 700 people. Meanwhile, the Californian, only 5 to 8 miles away, mysteriously never responded at all. The actions and inactions of both captains has become legend. One would choose to take his ship into dangerous waters to immediately answer the call for help, while the other would decide that the hazard to himself and his command was too great to risk responding at all. It is respectfully urged that although we do not have all of the answers yet, we have enough of them, enough answers to take action right now and save the world for as many people as we can. We hope that you join Project Carpathia as a customer, student, professional presenter, policymaker, legislator, or whatever role you can play, and help save as many people as we can. We all keep referring to our team metaphors. Imagine watching a football team that huddled and never broke the huddle and never called a play. Not too many people would be left in the Super Bowl. It's time to break the huddle and to take action and do something. Thank you. This is dedicated to the spirit and the faith of Captain Arthur Rostrom and his faithful crew. We hope that you join Project Carpathia as a customer, a student, a professional provider, or a policymaker.
Signature Hill, through one place. Same level of integrity, same work ethic, same competence. A comprehensive team remedy, all for you. Whether the client comes to or calls Signature Hill merely for a professional checkup or with an already identified need, they can either be directed to one of our hardworking professionals individually or to the entire team. An extensive fact-finding interview can be followed by recommendation and implementation of a comprehensive solution with the total client in mind. Signature Hill, 318 and 328 Highland Avenue, Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Signature Hill, through one place. Same level of integrity, same work ethic, same competence. A comprehensive team remedy, all for you. Whether the client comes to or calls Signature Hill merely for a professional checkup or with an already identified need, they can either be directed to one of our hardworking professionals individually or to the entire team. An extensive fact-finding interview can be followed by recommendation and implementation of a comprehensive solution with the total client in mind. Signature Hill, 318 and 328 Highland Avenue, Newcastle, Pennsylvania.